Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we are doing an episode review on my favorite show on TV right now, Rap. And this is episode number 6. And this episode is called Something for the Gram. They used Instagram a lot in this episode, so you guys know how it works. I do a recap showing you how the episode went, and then I give my review on it, what I thought about the episode. So let's get straight to it. So the episode starts off with Mia. She's on the gram and she's watching this guy tear her ass apart. Because of course, as you guys know from the last episode, she got into a fight with a girl in the industry party where she slapped the shit out of her, and everybody videotaped it and they got it all over the internet. So you know how that goes. So the guy is just tearing her apart, saying it's ghetto. Then when she looked in the comments, they was still going off on her. They had found her OnlyFans page. They said, what kind of mother is this? They was going off, and they dragged Shawna's too. Even though Shawna didn't do nothing, they still was on some like guilty by association type of. Cuts to Shawna is talking to two friends on a video call, and she's just talking about the breakup. She's trying to act like she's unbothered, like it doesn't affect her, like she's good, she's okay, and they're trying to comfort her. She's like, nah, I'm good, don't worry about it. And then just like, yo, it's okay to feel upset. When it comes to love, love has no pride. Remember I said that. So at the same time, she runs into her friend Maurice. That's one of the guys that scams, and he was trying to hit. That's the same guy that's seen on the dance floor and was trying to get some on the dance floor, and that's the same guy that helps her scam. So she runs into him, and he's working. He's actually on the clock. He goes outside to smoke, and she just goes like, okay. She just says what's up or whatever, and she asks him if she wants to hang out. So he's looking at her like, you want to hang out? Like, really? She's like, yeah, let's go to the beach. So he's like, fuck it. He actually gets out of work, and he goes with her to the beach. So Mia is depressed. She's going through it because of how the situation blew up on the internet. She's talking to her mom about it. So the mom, of course, you know, she's drunk and she's old school. You know, she's not really caring about the situation. She's like, oh, it's not that serious. The internet, Instagram is not all that. You know, she's really old school and not really giving a fuck about what Mia has to say. So Mia now is about to tell her what happened in the hotel in New York. And as soon as she's about to tell her, the daughter does something with the dog where the mom just starts yelling at her like, hey, you can't do that, you can't do that. So Mia is tight. Because Mia looked like she really wanted to talk about it. She's like really, really tight. She just told the mom like, oh, I want to talk to you about something. You acting so stupid. The mom's just like, yo, you overreacting. But in my opinion, she was overreacting. It's just like, okay, that's an emotional response. I didn't like that shit. But she ends up taking her daughter and leaving. So Duke is back, and she's with one of her, you know, one of the strippers that, you know, she manages, and the stripper is tight. Just looking at her like, yo, you really spent all our money to get the song played? And she just explains to her like, yo, this is an investment. You know, she's really brushing off like, yo, this is an investment. I gotta do what I gotta do. And the stripper, she has no hope for the girls. So Shawna and the dude, they end up on the beach, and they are having a really, really nice time on the beach. She takes out a big ass knife. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen one of these knives in a while. Takes out the big ass knife, cutting the mango, and like she's looking at him like, yo, that's the most Haitian thing I've ever seen. It's a real funny scene. So they were just talking. He put some salt on the mango. She ends up posting him on Instagram. Oh boy, when females do that, that's so dangerous. Just do it too, which is so childish to me. But you know why she did that? She did that to make her ex feel like shit. So she posts him on the internet saying she's having a good time on the beach. He hits her up via text message just like, yo, you're on the beach. Are you really trying to work this shit out, or are you f***ing around? So she ignores the ex, which she should ignore him because he's a piece of shit. Like, he had no right acting the way he acted. If you guys don't know, in the previous episode, he was being a on live. Go back to my last review and you'll see what he did. But he was just a and I don't blame her. So she looked like she was about to have like a, you know, like a sad moment, but no, she ended up doing jet ski with Maurice. Like, they actually was riding. He was riding first, and then they switched. He started, then she started riding. So the thing that was so funny about this, when they had switched and she started to ride, she told them to use the phone to record them. So he's using the phone to record them, and they actually end up falling off the jet ski. Damn, that was funny as hell. Unpredictable. I did not expect that to happen, but they end up falling off. Of course, the phone is done. So after that, they get out. So she's tight, but at the same time, you know, she's tight. She's saying to herself, okay, well, now I have freedom. I don't got to worry about people blowing me up, blowing my phone up. And at the same time, she's still upset. Like, he's recording her with his phone, and he's laughing, and she's just like, yo, she need to take a shower because there's sand coming out of her. It's funny. It was a real funny scene. So Duke ended up making a connection. She spoke to this guy about doing an event, and she really pumped the girls, like, okay, because she wanted to do the event, and she was like, yo, it was too high. The guy was charging too high. He was like, no, I got these girls, which is Shawna and Mia, like, I got these girls. She was like, yo, you gotta book me. Like, give me for the Lolo, I'm hooking you up. Like, these girls, they rock. These girls, they nice. Shawna and the guy, they end up going back to a hotel. A hotel where they're both working at, so I'm guessing they rented a room. I guess they had a room discount or something, but they go back to the hotel, and Shawna pops the champagne. So when she popped that damn champagne, I already knew where it was going. I already knew. They get into a robe, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna hit. So they're in the mirror, they posing against each other. It's a nice little cute scene. They're back to back with each other, those type of poses. So he turns around and he's feeling the booty. So he's just like, yo, that booty, you got a little booty. Like, he's feeling it, and damn, she got a booty. So he's trying to get a little closer, you know, he's trying to get it in, and she turns him down. I was like, oh shit. She turned him down. So he's tight, of course. So she's about to go shower because she's still funky. She's still feeling how she felt from the beach. So she gets naked and she invites my guy to the shower. So they're both butt ass naked, nothing on. And you know what happens? He ends up the shower scene was just, it wasn't realistic to me. It's like she did like a little fake moan and he gave her like probably like 2 pumps. I was just like, it was whatever. It was quick, it was fast. It was whatever scene to me, you know, but her body, God. I wish I could show it to you guys, but of course, YouTube, you know how YouTube works. So now we're back to Mia. Mia's baby daddy, he comes back in the picture, and he's trying to be supportive. He's like, yo, what the f is going on? Like, why you depressed? What's going on? You got our daughter here, you all depressed and shit. And she's just mad. She's taking anger out on him. She's blaming him for being a deadbeat daddy. He's like, you're not going to tell me I'm a deadbeat daddy. She's like, yo, you take the kid for the weekend, you get on a McFlurry, and you watch Scarface. Like, you don't really do shit. And he's like, no, he does shit. They're back and forth. She's taking all the anger that she has from the internet situation to him. And she's like, yo, she feels like nobody is there for her, but she's always there for people. So he's just there, and I f with this guy because he was telling her basically chill. The way she's talking to him, chill. And that's the way you gotta do it. You ain't gotta be disrespectful and rude. I like the dude. Like, he went up in my book for this one. So he was very supportive, and he ends up cooking her food. So now we're back to Shawna and the guy. So the guy goes out on the balcony. He smokes some. He's just chilling. She comes out. She joins him to smoke. And he's just like, yo, I'm gonna get you a new iPhone. Because, of course, you know, he f***ed up. You know what I'm saying? According to the iPhone, it fell inside the water. So she's just like, oh, you're not about to make me no cheap. Like, I'm just worth an iPhone. So they make a little joke. Then it cuts to them. They go on a date. They're having a good time. They chilling. So the same guy that was talking on the internet earlier about Mia and Shawna, he's online talking shit again, and this time Mia being reached out to the girl that she slapped, you know, for an apology. I guess he got a screenshot or a DM. So she reaches out to apologize, and the guy shows it on the Instagram, and he's just talking a whole bunch of shit, talking about how if you're gonna do something to somebody, apologize, do it publicly. So Shawna, she gets on the guy's live and she tears his ass apart and says like, yo, you not popping, you just stay out of females' business, you just doing this to get your weak page some likes. Like, she was going off, and you can see the guy at first he was going back and forth with her, but you could see she was breaking his ass down, making him feel like a loser. I was like, damn, Shawna. But Maurice was talking that to her. She was like, yo, I got this, but she was really going at the boy's head. So back to Nia, she's eating with the baby daddy and the daughter. So they're eating like a little chill little dinner. So they both kiss the daughter. So the daughter just goes like, let's kiss at the same time. So they end up kissing her at the same time. So I'm thinking this is about to be like, oh, they're gonna kiss each other by accident or something. Nope, the daughter just takes a picture of both of them kissing them. Then after that, Mia goes on the phone and sees that Shawna was going back and forth with the guy. So she felt all mushy and everything. She felt like, okay, well, my girl, she has my back, because of course in the last episode she didn't think that Shawna had her back with the whole situation. She feels good, and she tells her baby daddy, yo, is there some beats you can send me? So of course he sends her some beats. So Shawna and Mia, they finally hang out since the trip. They finally hang out. They're having a girls' night. They drinking some Ciroc. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite Ciroc. Mine would have to be the grape. So they're having Ciroc. They chilling. So of course Shawna tells Mia that she smashed Maurice. So of course she's happy for her. She's saying the good. They're having a real good times girls night. So it turns out what happened in New York to Mia when she was in a hotel and then the camera just cut after she heard somebody come in was the guy that she met on OnlyFans that was paying for everything. He brought one of his boys in. So basically it just seemed like he was trying to get his on, like basically like a threesome type of thing, him and his boy Mia. That's what it seemed like he was trying to do. So she said, yo, she cursed out, and then she ended up getting kicked out, and that's what happened. So then Mia ends up telling her that she's happy that she had her back and made her feel real good. So she ended up writing the songs. She ends up playing the beat and performing the song live, and as she performed the song you realize that she's basically bigging up Shawna, like, yo, that's my friend. That's how the song is going. And they actually used Trick Daddy's beat. I forgot what beat it was, but they used an old school Trick Daddy beat, and I was just like, okay, cool. That was a sample that they used. So then they started feeding off each other's energy, like back and forth, freestyling the shit after the first verse, and the song came out really dope. So it ends off with Duke pops up and she brings them food. So she tells them about the event that's coming up. So they're just looking at her like, yo, is this some random person you met, somebody that you just like, you know, like they have doubt, they don't really have faith in Duke, but she's like, no, I got y'all, the show is coming, it's about to go down, I got y'all. So they're eating the food and everything, and they ended up playing her the song that they just recorded. Of course Duke likes the track. It ends off, Shawna ends up texting Maurice. They end up texting about their shifts, because it seems like Shawna was on the clock and milking the clock, and she was not at the job, of course. So they're texting, next thing you know, their bum ex-boyfriend texts her, oh, well, since we actually are broken up, you was right about Fatima. So she's like, fuck. She screams out loud, and that's how the episode ends. And for you guys who don't know who Fatima is, that is the ex-boyfriend's friend that he's always around, always hanging out with, always chilling out with, and she suspected that he was out with her, but of course he denied it. Tonight's episode was a good ass episode. It did drop though to a 7. Usually they get 8s or 9s. I think they had 110, but this, it was a 7. It was a good episode. The sex scene, it was another thing I like about the episode was they said what happened in New York finally, which was basically 2 niggas came inside the room when Nia was in the bathtub, and they basically were trying to get their on, and she wasn't with it. That's what the happened? That's what y'all was trying to keep away from us? It was a really good episode. I like the fact that my boy actually hit, and I like how she basically just gave it to my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? She invited him in. I was like, okay, Shawna, like, she was not playing. I liked how they made it to where it's like, all right, this is gonna act like a jackass in New York, so you know what? I'm gonna come back to Miami and I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna stress. I'm not gonna bitch about this bitch ass. Like, I'm gonna move on, move forward, and do what I do. Shout out to my boy King Astro that asked me, yo, what happened to the power reviews? The power reviews are coming back. I had a fucked up situation with my cable. I don't know what the hell happened, but I couldn't watch Raising Kanan, but it's coming back. I got the situation fixed, but I had to get stars like directly from stars instead of getting it from Optimum. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with a video every single week. Love you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.